You hit start recording. I've been really getting into like JRPGs and stuff again, which feels like a really good time to do it. Like, I've been playing. I was saying this on Marcy's stream last night, but I'll say it here. So, obviously, I'm really into like the retro handhelds, right? But I sold my retro handheld. I don't have anymore. I sold my Retroid Pocket 5 to a chat member because I was like, I have a fucking Steam Deck. Like, why am I playing on a smaller device that's less powerful? You know, and like it was still a good device that was powerful and everything, but like, why am I playing on a smaller device that's less powerful? I fucking have a Steam Deck. I could just be playing that. So, and because I want to, hi Hannah.
Fujisaki says hi.
Because I want to, play, like, or because I sort of want to throw myself more into like the Steam ecosystem with the Steam machine and the Steam frame and the Steam controller and all that. I was like, I'll just play that, right? So I started playing games on my Steam Deck, and I played Parasite Eve all the way through 100%. But so what happened is I have a ROM collection, right? A personalized ROM collection of my own ROMs that I've ripped. Smile. And that ROM collection is 1 terabyte large, right? Like its size is 1 terabyte, which is fucking huge, right? So there's a lot of games on there. Basically every system has about 100 games on there. And the way that I got those games was what do you guys think? Jesus, I've talked about this before. The way that I got those games was I searched, I methodically searched like best of lists, like best of consoles for every single console, right? So like best NES games ever released, right? So I got like the top, like everybody agrees these are the best like 50 NES games ever released. And then I would search like NES games, like obscure, underrated, like you know, NES games or whatever, like games that like, you know, like obscure console games Reddit, right? So like I get people being like, oh, I grew up with this fucking game that like nobody ever played and I loved it and it was really good. And that's how I yeah, search both best and underrated. Yeah, that's how I got my library set up. And honestly, it's been really good. I think I have a really good selection. But anyway, so my ROM library is 1 terabyte large, right? And it's on Dan right now. Also hi Lich. It's on Dan right now. And so I was like, so I started to move over. Oh, that's just not working, huh? Okay. So I started to, I move over, how do I say this? Sorry, I'm losing track of losing my thoughts. It's literally on Dan. Dan has it for you. It's true. So I started moving over stuff to my Steam Deck. So I moved, but I wanted to move over my ROMs to my Steam Deck, but I moved over my PS1 ROMs, which is about 50 gigs, right? So I moved over my PS1 ROMs, and then it was like, oh, that took forever. I'll do the rest later, right? No, it's Poob. Poob has it for you. But anyway, so I moved over my PS1 ROMs, and then I was like, oh, that took forever. Fuck that. Whatever. I'll do the rest later, right? And because of doing that, because of like moving my because of moving my only my PS1 ROMs, right? All I have is my PlayStation 1 ROMs on there. And it has kind of forced me to play only PS1 games because I'm genuinely just too lazy to start moving other stuff. Like I'm too fucking lazy to start moving I'm too lazy to start moving the other ROMs. But I'm also too, like if I move all the other ROMs, then I'm gonna have like decision paralysis, and I'm gonna be like, oh, there's like so much. It's so hard to know what to play. It's scary, right? I can't do it. Because that's what happened before when I had my full ROM library on there. It's part of the reason I sold my retro handheld is because I was like, oh, I never know what to play. I just like, I load it up and then I sit there and browse it for like 30 minutes. I don't know what to do. And then I fucking, then I you know, I move on because I don't know what to do. Um, so anyway, all of that is to say, yeah, decision paralysis is a bitch. All of that is to say, I played Parasite Eve on there because I was like, let's start with a game that I like, you know, because these are games I'm supposed to play off stream, right? So it's like, let's start with a game that I know pretty well, and one that I've already beaten. So I played Parasite Eve. I 100%ed Parasite Eve, and it was a really good time, and I really liked it. And then I was like, damn, you know what? I think I really like these like 90s Square RPGs and like 90s PS1 RPGs. Like they're all like trying something a little, because it was before RPGs was sort of centralized as like a, this is how we do it, right? I mean, Final Fantasy, you know, came into its own on the PS1. Final Fantasy 1 through 9 is on the PS1 except for 3. The only one missing from that is 3. So you can play fucking 8 Final Fantasy games. Like 90s RPGs are really fun because it was before, like I said, before they had really centralized what to do with them and how to play them and stuff. So anyway, I've been getting really into Japanese RPGs again. Yeah, they did used to pump those out. It is insane to me that Final Fantasy 1 and Final Fantasy 9 are on the same game console. You know what I mean? Like that it is capable of like something as basic as Final Fantasy 1 and then something as insanely good looking as Final Fantasy like 7, 8, and 9. Like, what the fuck? But anyway, but yeah, like, so I've been getting into Japanese RPGs again and playing those a bunch. And I just realized the other day, like, it's kind of a really good time to get into JRPGs again, isn't it? Because like, they're going back and they're remaking all of the, or like remastering all of those like good RPGs from back in the day. Like there's fucking Final Fantasy Tactics, the Evilist Chronicles, which is a remake, or not a remake, a remaster and like a bringing forward to modern systems of Final Fantasy Tactics. There's the Lunar Remastered Collection, which is a, you know, like bringing Lunar 1 and 2, Lunar Silver Star Story and Lunar Eternal Blue Complete onto like modern systems. There's Suikoden 1 and 2 HD, which, you know, is like a HD 2D remake of like Suikoden. There's Dragon Quest 3 HD remake, and then Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remakes are coming as well. Like there's so much fucking, there's so many like old RPGs that are like on that system that are like getting remade and like brought forward onto modern stuff with like modern UIs and modern graphics, but still like the same game, and it's honestly really nice. But Tales, play Tales of what? Like which one? Because the only Tales I ever seen anybody ever say to play is Tales of Symphonia, the Dragon Quest, or not Dragon Quest, the GameCube one. Oh yeah, Berseria as well. People say that one, although less people say that one. The only people who I've ever seen tell me to play Tales of Berseria is like crazy lesbians, which, yeah, fair. Oh wait, Tales of Berseria got remastered in oh wait, no, it's coming out in 2026. Okay, in 2 months they're gonna remaster it. I did not know that. Maybe I'll play that. I have the original, but I mean, if the remaster's good, I might as well play that. Have Symphonia on my Retroid? Yeah, because I put it on there because Lillian's Retroid is actually from my Lillian's Retroid. It has my personal ROM collection on there. I'm sure she's downloaded her own since then, but it's got my personal ROM collection on there. Which one's Abyss? I think I have like 2 Tales games. All the GameCube games myself. Oh, fair enough. Let's see. I have Tales of Arise and Tales of Berseria. That's it. That's the 2 Tales games that I own. I've played 2 hours of Arise, and it feels weird. I don't think it's bad. But it feels weird. I don't even know how to like put a finger on what it is that feels weird about it. Like it's like I don't know. I really don't know how to explain what feels weird about Arise. Damn, they're remastering the fuck out of a bunch of these games, huh? Tales of Berseria is getting a remaster. Apparently Tales of Xillia got a remaster in just last month or 2 months ago in October. Does the Retroid still have the homophobic frog sticker on it? That's the one I gave to Marcy. And yes, it did. All I'm saying is it feels like a really good time to be getting back into JRPGs. Oh yeah, fucking Trails. Trails is also getting a remaster, or like a remake actually. Woo Trails? You've never played it. You don't get to say Woo Trails. You've never even played it. But no, like I don't know. It's just interesting. I feel like I picked a really good time to get back into JRPGs. Also, like I feel like JRPGs so like we all remember in like the early I was discussing this with somebody the other day. I was discussing it with Dan actually. Fucking, do you guys remember in the early 2000s when JRPG was synonymous with like bad game? No, shut up. I don't care that you weren't alive then or you were a baby. You guys remember like X-Play and shit when Adam Sessler would be like, ugh, a JRPG, ugh. Adam who? Adam Sessler. Listen, you don't have to pretend you don't know who Adam Sessler is. I still want to redacted Phil Fish. I don't think Phil Fish was too big of that from what I remember. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. I remember that was the G4 racism special. I wouldn't say it was racist per se, although some of it was not great, but it was not good for sure. I don't know. I feel like we're past that now, but I feel like it took a really long time for that. Adam Sessler is a weird dude because on one, like Adam Sessler is a guy that I sort of respect, but I respect him begrudgingly. I don't really know how to explain how I feel about Adam Sessler because like on one hand, like he's kind of an asshole. Yeah, so it's hard to explain. Adam Sessler is weird because so G4 TV, for those of you who don't know about it, for those of you who don't know, G4 TV was I should be on my just chatting screen for this, but whatever. G4 TV was a TV network, a TV show, or TV like channel that would have shows called like Cheat and X-Play and Attack of the Show and stuff like that. It was an internet focused and gaming focused TV channel. So X-Play was where Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb hosted a 30-minute show where they would review and talk about games. Cheat was a show where Kristen something would tell you all the cheat codes and glitches and cool ways to get through a video game. And Attack of the Show was sort of like a YouTube, like, here's all the funny YouTube videos of the week sort of thing. And it was, not only was it a very influential channel that genuinely like did affect games and matter a lot because like they were some of the first people who had coverage of they were some of the first people who had coverage of, you know, shit like E3 and stuff like that. But also it was G4 was Adam Sessler's baby. And he worked very hard on making sure that that G4 like existed. Because it, like the fact that it was on TV and it had TV shows and it had like hosts and stuff like that lended a lot of legitimacy to video games, a lot of credence to them. They weren't just like dumb toys for kids or whatever, even though the channel was very like, haha, like, you know, fucking here's fucking fart sound effects or whatever when we show a game. Like it was very gamer bro, but it still lended a lot of legitimacy to video games as like a thing. And Adam Sessler fought very, very, very hard to make it that way. G4 was not always very like yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, can you imagine there being a TV show, like a sanctioned TV show on the air that like your mom and dad could watch where they just talk about video game and review video games? Like, that's cool. Like, regardless of whether or not Adam Sessler kind of sucked, that was cool. And that was a whole thing. I remember, so G4 had a sort of like video gamer, like bro-y attitude to it. But it was originally, Adam Sessler was an early version of Jeff Keighley in Fighting for Video Games stage nod. Okay, so you know what's funny about that, Hannah, is I almost said I respected Adam Sessler the same way I respected Jeff Keighley, but then I was like, but everybody's mad at Jeff Keighley right now, so if I say that, people are gonna be like, oh, so he sucks. I'm trying to think. So Adam Sessler was part of a what Jeff Keighley do recently? I don't know. He did something that made people mad, and I'm not trying to dismiss it. The thing he did was shitty, but it doesn't like pull down my respect for him. Like, it makes me go like, okay, you shouldn't have done that. That was shitty. But I don't go like, okay, fuck that guy forever. I hate him now. It was like bad, but it wasn't like I hate you forever bad. I'm trying to remember. So Adam Sessler was originally on a different network. I think it was called ZDTV or something. Yeah, Tech TV. That's what it was. It was ZDTV or Tech TV, which was the Canadian thing, which was basically G4 but less gamer bro-y. Yeah, I don't know. Adam Sessler and Jeff Keighley are both very similar people in that they were people who like. They're both people who genuinely like it's very obvious it's very obvious that like Adam Sessler cares about games as more than just like, they're just something I do, right? Like, he views them as like a really serious art form that needs to be taken seriously and like wants to bring legitimacy to them and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's something that he clearly wants people to take seriously and care about, the same way Jeff Keighley does, where it's like, this isn't just a funny, like, haha, toy for kids or whatever. This is like a serious medium that matters and is important. And I'm putting like all of my personal time and money into making it a thing. Yeah, exactly. I respect what Adam Sessler and Jeff Keighley like do for gaming. I don't know if I respect them as people. I think I kind of respect. I don't know if I respect Adam Sessler as a person. He's kind of an asshole. I think I kind of respect Jeff Keighley as a person sometimes, because I think he does a lot of good behind the scenes that a lot of people don't acknowledge or talk about, that he just doesn't have to do, even from a respecting video game standpoint. But I think he also has a bunch of asshole movements. But I hear what you're saying about IRC. Last time was on record, he said fuck video games or whatever, being a part of that shit. He's also a Zionist. I don't fucking care. Like, I don't care what he's doing now. I'm saying that, like, I'm sure he sucks now. Never meet your heroes, right? I'm saying that, like, this is what he was back in the day. So I have like begrudging respect for him back in the day from that. But like, it's weird because even though I had respect for him back then and I really liked G4 and everything, I just think the alternate reality of the Keighley type trying would be worse, so it's whatever. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like Keighley is not infallible and does a lot of things wrong, but I also think he's like a lot better for the games industry than a lot of people give him credit for. And I think that we would be in. I mean, like, do you guys remember what the Game Awards was before Keighley? Right? We had like best like it was bad. It was really bad. We had like fucking Samuel L. Jackson presenting like Game of the Year goes to like Madden 2008 because they bought it. They bought the award or whatever. You know, like it was bad. Half of it was like, oh, aren't gamers a bunch of ugly, pasty fucking nerds who should kill themselves? Haha, here's babes, by the way. Babes you'll never get to touch. Yeah, revealing the winners by painting them on women's naked bodies. Yeah, it's bad. Sorry, I clicked on the video. Happy the spike VGAs didn't exist outside the USA. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, sorry, I'm supposed to be playing Final Fantasy. We've been sitting here for like 20 minutes. My bad. I just meant to have like a little talk, but which is why he had E3 killed. Do people say that? Anyway, but yeah, I don't know. I just think it's funny. As a big proponent of emulation, I think it's funny to see a bunch of these old games getting re-released into like much better packages to play, like packages that are better to play than emulation. I do wish I had the money to buy them though. I really wish I could buy the Lunar Remastered Collection, like really, really, really bad. I love Lunar a lot. I really loved the first one. I mean, I played the first one on I played the PSP version of the first one, so I never played the like tiny little one, but I've been playing the second one on my Steam Deck, and it's really good, and I really wish I had the money to buy the Lunar Remastered Collection. But the lowest it's ever been was 20% off 9 days ago at $39.99, and it is $49.99 right now. It's fucking expensive. Yeah, Lunar is insanely earnest. It is really cute for that reason. Like, it doesn't have a story that's gonna blow your mind, and if you can comprehend words, you will know what's happening in Lunar from literally the first moment. Like, if you can if you can comprehend the word Lunar and what that means, the twist of Lunar 1 is not going to shock you. You're not gonna be like, whoa, you mean they're on the moon? Whoa, you mean the blue star is the Earth? Whoa! No, it's not gonna blow your mind. But it's still so earnest and so cute about what it is. It's so like, it plays its RPG story completely straight. I was about to joke it was on the moon. Yeah, so the entire like point of Lunar, I really want to play it. I really want to get Lunar Remastered and play it on stream, like really, really badly, but it's so expensive. And no website has it for cheaper. I've checked. But yeah, so the entire point of Lunar is that you play as a kid named Alex who wants to become the Dragon Master, and near the end of the game, like you go through like forest and caves and all your generic like RPG fare stuff, right? And then near the end of the game, you have to go a little bit out of you have to go into the dark area or whatever, like the dark zone or whatever, some shit like that. And it's like it's pockmarked with like craters and stuff like that, and it's very obvious, like, oh, it's the moon, you're on the moon. Guess what, you're on the moon. Hey, it's the moon. Did you know the game Lunar, you're on the moon? And it's cute, it's funny, but I genuinely, it's like Ivy said, it's really, really, really earnest. Like, it plays every RPG trope completely straight, but it does it with like such confidence that you can't help but smile at it. I love that game. Lunar 2 is also good. That's the one I've been playing. It's pretty good. There's also a hit guy mugging the camera. What does that mean? No? Sounds really earnest? I don't get it, I'm sorry. Same devs also made Grandia? Wait, really? Oh fuck, Grandia also has a remaster. Dude, they've just been remastering so many fucking RPGs, huh? I was like, I think I have Grandia in my collection, but I went on Steam and searched Grandia out of curiosity, and there's the fucking, there's the Grandia remaster, although it looks like it has a bicubic filter on, which is nasty, and you can't turn it off. That's gross. Yeah, everybody likes Lunar 2 more, but I've only just started it. Die like me? So true. Anyway, let's play some fucking Final Fantasy. You guys want to play some Final Fantasy? We're 24 minutes into this recording and I haven't done a single thing other than fucking yap. I'm sorry. Hubert. Get over here, Hubert. Did they make any changes to mechanics? This is a recording? Yeah, Lich, I record literally all of my streams. Because I like to pretend in my heart of hearts that I will upload them to my YouTube VOD channel so people can go back and watch them. I haven't uploaded in like half a year, but... They fucked with enemy prices, difficulty and prices and shit in a way that fucked the balance? I haven't heard that. Half a year is nothing in the grand scheme of things? Well, I mean it is, because the actual thing is that I haven't done it in like 2 years. Well, I'm not playing the Sega CD versions. I'm playing the PS1 version, so shouldn't affect me too much. I know where we have to go now. Now that we have the crown from the dungeon, we have to go to the dwarf area. Also, chat, I realize, so I've talked at length before about how RPGs are my favorite genre and how I wish I could play them on stream. But I worry because of them being like long story games, and I worry that like people are gonna get bored by like just the turn-based combat, because that's fun for me to do but boring for you to watch and stuff like that. You know, I've talked at length about being worried about all this sort of stuff, right? But I figured it out, I think. I figured out how to stream RPGs and it'd be okay, I think. And the answer is these games are banter machines. I don't need to talk about what's happening on screen right now. I don't need to be like, wow, that black mage sure did just hit that wolf. I don't need to talk about that. I am gonna have to train you though, chat. I'm gonna have to clicker train you, because we have to come to like a working agreement, which is these games are banter machines where we don't have to pay attention to the game. Like we can just banter and talk about whatever. But when story is happening, we need to switch from banter mode to paying attention and enjoying the story mode. You see, you know what I'm saying? We gotta swap modes. We gotta turn into quiet mode for a second and enjoy what's going on screen. We gotta be able to have both modes, you know? We gotta be able to have banter mode and enjoy story mode. That's true. FF1 does have like incredibly minimal story. Toaster stuck in colon? I didn't even say anything about a toaster. Are you fucking stupid? You should have a button that you press that turns on a story is happening graphic. Like one of those fucking like news bulletins, like story is happening at the bottom, like breaking news. Story is happening. On the bottom of the screen, story is happening. Please pay attention. There is story happening. Please stop your yapping. Story is happening. Oh, I don't know if the instructions are unclear. That's on you, dipshit. I can't help you, dipshit. Chinese rocks font? Wait, hold on. I could set that up right now. Hold on. Hold on. I have Chinese rocks on here, right? Surely. Do I really not have Chinese rocks installed? Ain't no way. I'm gonna blow my brains out. What the hell? How the fuck do I not have Chinese rocks installed right now? What does this look like? No, that's not the font I want. Rock collector who just visited China. I have Chinese rocks here. So true. Oh, I can just do the font I've been using for everything. Hold on, and then we do something like this. Hold on, center, and then we do filters, scroll. Like this. And we do filters, color correction, and then can I make this hue shift into red? Right now, I can defaults, color multiply. Yeah, that'll make it red. I don't want that either. Get a klaxon with it? Hold on. I have to do this a different way. Hold on. Make it red to begin with. And then... No, that doesn't really work. I got this, hold on. I'm really smart, I got this, hold on. Thing about me is that I got this. That should make them be on the same timing, yeah. Police assault in progress, yeah, basically. Filters. Color correction, opacity, move value, filter, opacity, single setting, opacity. First value. No, that doesn't do it. I never make it keep doing it. That should bounce them back and forth. There we go. There we go. And then I just need a klaxon alarm. Let me just find a good klaxon alarm. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Oh, that's a minute long. There you go, chat. Is that good? Would that keep your attention? Would that make you stop and pay attention and fucking pay attention to the screen and stop bantering? Would that be good? All right, cool. Glad we got that set out. Ten out of 10 bit. Thanks. It only took way too long to set up. Make me meet the stream and go do something else. All right, just tell me to fucking kill myself next time. But yeah, no, I figured out that these games are banter games, and I can just play these games by bantering during the whole time, and then just play it paying attention to the story. Keep your smile, boss. See, Han, this is why I keep you around. You're so nice to me. You're always telling me to do nice things like keep my smile. It's obvious my happiness is very important to you. What the fuck is a warg wolf? Well, a warg is a type of wolf, so yeah, I don't really know. That's basically just wolf. It's moon. Because a warg is just like it's like a dire wolf, right? It's like a big big wolf. Oh yes, it's me, Commander Wolf. That's not Worf sounded like at all. It was funny, this is just D&D the game, yeah. I think you guys are going to be excited for what I have, well, I don't know, I say that. I hope you guys will be excited for what I have cooked up tomorrow. I don't actually know if you will be. I hope you will be, but... It's not exactly a, I'll make a formal announcement about it tomorrow. It's not like a big secret. But tomorrow for like I said, I've already talked about it, so it's not a big secret. Tomorrow after stream, we will be doing community poop night, you know, watch along night like we've been doing. And we are going to do we're gonna start something that I've been kind of excited to start ever since we talked about it a while ago. We're gonna start, like I said, I'll make a formal graphic for it and everything. But we're gonna start DCAU December, which is to say we're gonna start watching the Batman the animated series and shit like that, and just try to get through stuff. We're not gonna obviously get through everything. Originally, my idea was going to be to do a watch along literally every single night so that we could start to get through things, but I think I would get tired of that, and so would you. So we'll just do it on Sunday and maybe also Wednesday, but we'll be doing the DCAU December, where we're gonna try to start making our way through the Batman the animated series and all the other stuff. It's a lot of cartoons to watch, but you know, I think we all remember the Batman cartoon, like the animated series, being pretty good, so. When did you get a boat? Last time I beat some pirates up in a city and they gave me their boat. Thanks, Vivian. I do not want to watch Twin Peaks of chat. Sorry. I will. I don't know when the TGAs is, but I like doing the Game Awards watch along. So yeah, I will. I'll try to stream it. If not, I'll do it in the Discord, but yeah, I don't know. We tried watching Twin Peaks of chat before, and I just really didn't vibe with it. I don't know. I feel like it's a show that I've got to watch alone. But also, I wasn't hosting the, maybe this is just me being like a bad person or whatever, I don't know. I wasn't hosting the watch along, you were, Joey, and I have found I do not like it when I'm not hosting the watch along. I really struggle to pay attention when it's not my own thing and I'm doing it. Even if it's something I really want to watch, if somebody else is streaming it and somebody else set it up and everything, I really struggle to pay attention. I think I just don't like being told what to do, even implicitly, where it's like, come do my watch along, come do my thing. Even if I want to do it, some part of my brain like heavily resists it, which I don't like. But it's not anybody's fault. That's a me problem. But also, hold on, I want to try something. Cat behavior, kinda. Okay, hate me real, I get it. It has nothing to do with you. I heard about this program the other day called Shader Glass, because I've been getting really into CRT shaders on my retro games, and I kind of want to try it. Hold on. Well, that's because if people start getting weird and shitty about TGA stuff, I just tell them to shut the fuck up. No offense, but it's not my favorite. It gets really fucking frustrating when people do stuff like that and act like that. Like I genuinely, I can't stand it. No, it's not. People don't get mad about who wins what at the Game Awards. That's not what people get mad about. People get mad about, like, for some reason, people just get mad about a bunch of different shit, but Jeff Keighley is one of the big things people get mad about. Like, people love to just fucking tell you to kill yourself if you've ever enjoyed a single thing Jeff Keighley has ever made, and it's really annoying. Hold on. Bum, 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 bum. I get why you don't, Lillian, but I have to say, I personally really love the concept of an award show for gaming. I think it's fun. But I definitely get why you wouldn't. Hold on, I'm trying to get this like CRT thing to work. Oh wow. That's kind of sick. Does that look really bad on your screen? I can't tell. Does that have really bad banding? It looks like it's bad on OBS, but I can't tell. Open preview projector. I genuinely can't tell if that has bad banding on stream or not, because on my tiny screen, what banding is there's like bands of lines. It looks bad. Walk around a bit. No banding here. Here, I'll show you the difference. Let me show you what it looks like. I'm putting this in gaming general. Here's what it looks like on my main screen, and here's what it looks like on my OBS preview screen, which is why I'm trying to figure out if it looks bad or not. So, I mean, CRT is supposed to have lines, yes, but looks like the first one on stream. Okay. We don't have the banding? Okay, yeah. That's what I was saying. Like, do you guys have that? Because if that's there, that's bad. If it looks worse, like if it looks like a CRT thing, then that's fine. Listen, I'm really into CRT filters and stuff. I really like CRT filters. I'm getting more and more into them recently, but I don't know. I really like CRT filters. Audio? Wait, is there no audio now? Oh, that's interesting. Hold on. Oh, wow. Chat, you want to see this look really bad? Hold on. I'm trying. Hold on. There you go. This might be a bit much for me. Yeah, this might be a bit much for me. Hold on, I'm just playing around with this. What's funny is I actually had a TV that looked exactly like this, actually, about this pixel density. So this specific look is actually kind of nostalgic for me, including the inability to read text. Wow, you can just make that get smaller and smaller, huh? What is... Yeah, if you have a CO2 with a crack screen, you do need to run. It's true. That thing is going to explode. I will say I hate CRT filters to do this like warping of the screen or whatever. I hate that. Okay, hi Game Boy Pocket. Man, it's cool how good these filters have gotten. I'm just messing around. Wait, Marcy, this actually has a really good VHS filter. Look at this filter. Wait, this is really good. Okay, hold on. So hold on. Let me show you the program I'm using. This could actually be really useful for us, unironically, Marcy. Let me show you the way the program I'm using works. So there's a program I just found out about called let me make sure it's on the right thing. Run it through this. No, actually though, look. So there's a program I just found out about recently called Shader Glass, and what it does is hold on, let me output no, hold on. What it does is you can basically run a program through it, but I'm trying to show the way it was doing it originally. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Wait, hold on. Why is it not? What the hell? That's weird. What the fuck? It's broken my display capture. Hold on. No, it didn't. Okay, hold on. Sorry. So it's this program, Shader Glass. Let me see if I can get it to work again. Oh, wow. You actually can't see it. That's so weird. That's really weird. Okay, so you guys can't see it even though I have display capture on, but what it's doing is there's this window that's a box, like, you know, like a window, and I can move it around, and it is like, as I move it around, it's like applying it's like basically like a filter going over whatever on my screen. So like, I could put anything through this and make it look CRT-y. So like, I think if I turn this off, yeah. So you can see, like, see as I'm like moving this window around, I'm like moving this around on my desktop. So like, do you see what I mean? So like, I could like move the window so that it's just the size of this guy, and I could like take a screenshot of just this guy with whatever like CRT filter I wanted, or I could full screen the whole thing. I mean, fucking here, look chat, look, hold on. Look chat. there's you. There's the Zanbatsu. Look, there's a Zanbatsu is a CRT on a CRT. It's really, really, really cool. Like, and you can change the filters to a bunch of different ones. I think the one that most people use is this one. Can stream be exclusively focused on the black mage for the remainder of the stream? Yes. There we go. There's our man in blue. There you go. I kind of love that look for Discord. Right? Like, look at it. Look at it. It's kind of sick. What are you guys saying about me? I can't read. My CRT is bad. I have a cheap CRT TV. What are you guys saying about me? I can't read it. Anyway, my point is though, Marcy, we could absolutely like run a video file through this with that VHS filter. Like I could put on this VHS filter and it even has like parameters so I can make it like have like more or less chroma smear. And like we could absolutely genuinely like run a video through this and then record the footage because you can capture this window in OBS. So this actually, oh my God, you can add wiggle. This actually straight up could work. And it's not even the only VHS filter. There was also this one for like VCR style playback. You can even turn the OSD whether it's always on or always off. And you can change a bunch of shit. Oh my God. Horizontal oversight. Wait, no, this is actually like so useful. Wait, this is actually so useful for us. I'm not even joking. This would help us so much on videos, actually. There's so much stuff you can change. Wait, hold on. Wait, this is actually film grain even? Oh, wait. Wait, hold on. This is a game changer. We can now just record stuff. We don't have to like render it in Premiere with like VHS filters that break Premiere. We can now just use this. The retro era begins. Well, I mean, like I said, I'm genuinely like, I'm gonna play a bunch more RPGs and I'm gonna play them. You can have OSD always on or OSD off. Distortion magnitude, you can turn that off. I wonder if you can turn off the scan lines that show up. Trying to see. I don't see them. What's this thing called? Shader glass. Yeah, I do plan on playing a bunch of RPGs on stream, and I do plan on playing them with VHS filters. Because there was so I've always known CRT filters, not VHS filters, CRT filters. I've always known CRT filters were good, but I was watching a video on them yesterday and like, hold on, I need to show you a moment from the video that actually like blew my fucking mind because I didn't know how good it was. So everybody has seen the famous image of the Castlevania Symphony of the Night thing, right? Where in Symphony of the Night, Dracula has like literally 2 single pixels for eyes, like red eyes, and it looks really stupid on normal things, but then on a CRT it looks really, really good. Hold on, let me see if I can find it in case you haven't seen it somehow. There's like 2 famous CRT examples where everybody talks about. One is the Sonic waterfall, and one is the Symphony of the Night thing. Well, here's the Sonic waterfall actually. Hold on. Yeah, here's the Sonic waterfall from this video.
Peek behind the curtains. Again, these colors are supposed to be smeared together so that you can see Sonic through the waterfall. Night and day, look at that. Sonic 2 uses this trick a lot, actually. It's all over Chemical Zone's pipes, too. Sonic teams seem to really enjoy playing with stylized distortion. The background art here looks completely different on a tube TV, IMO, TBH honest. I love the way the lights of the buildings here are blurred. It sells the cityscape for me in a way that the raw pixels just don't. These kind of pixel bending techniques, they aren't inherent to video games on TVs, but unless you want this...
Let me see if I can find the Symphony of the Night one. Yeah, here we go. Here's the famous Symphony of the Night one.
It's a goofy-ass trick to turn 2 red pixels into this.
Yeah, hold on. So
specifically uses a goofy-ass trick.
But this is Dracula's portrait in Symphony of the Night in the very beginning. He literally just has 2 single red pixels for eyes, right? It looks fucking stupid. It looks goofy. It looks bad. If you're playing with raw pixels, it's like, all right, well that just looks fucking dumb.
To turn
but
2
on
red
a CRT
into this,
it looks like this, where you had the the eyes like glowing
this
out.
Works
and
not
like,
because of the TV,
they would
but
spread
because
out
of the
and glow
artifacts created by the way the video signal is sent via NTSC composite.
Like glowing half-lidded eyes.
If you don't know what
basically.
That means, that's fine. The crappy cable makes the game look ugly.
But there was a moment in this that really, really blew my mind that I didn't know about, which is Earthworm Jim. I did not know Earthworm Jim went so hard on CRT effects. I need y'all to see this.
Patterns get harder to notice. Like, even the menus look better. It's so cool. If you want to see all these techniques come together at once, Earthworm Jim is probably the best example out there. Every single pixel feels intentional. Vertical lines and dithering, the same techniques used in Sonic 2 to create translucency and in Chrono Trigger to blend colors, are being used together here to create entirely new colors that Genesis shouldn't even be capable of producing. It's unbelievable. Like, you cannot tell me that there are only 61 colors on this screen. I don't believe you. Like,
dude, like, look at that. That's insane. That's like way too high resolution of an image to just be like Genesis pixel art. That's insane. Now hold on, wait.
What do I say about this?
Wait until you see what it looks like raw. Look at that. Look at the difference there. Look at what the filter does. That's like actually insane. Genuinely actually insane. Right?
This is like one of my favorite art things. Like, the distortion and obfuscation of pixel art as a medium is built on constraints that force artists to imply detail rather than actually creating it explicitly.
I mean, people would know.
It's
CRT
like
still exists. You don't have to go full doomer. Nobody would ever know about CRTs if we didn't have filters. I don't think that's true. There are still people alive who saw CRTs firsthand with their eyeballs, like me. Maybe Chrono Trigger on stream at some point? Maybe. I would like you to experience Chrono Trigger, but also I want to play Chrono Trigger. My game seems frozen. Yeah, my game's like frozen. Okay, I'm just gonna restart it. Can't wait for Boss's Dragon Quest era. I do want to go through Dragon Quest. Now I wonder how many emulators let you put on a CRT filter. RetroArch lets you do it, and RetroArch has basically every emulator on it. PCSX2 and DuckStation both let you do it, and that's basically all the retro consoles between those 3 things. So. It's because you don't have the trackpads. I'm having a little bit of issue with DuckStation's shaders, but it's mostly fine. Now I wish we had CRT version of Spider-Man. I mean, the thing is, you just can. Like, I'm trying to think of a good scene from a movie. Because of that shader glass program, you just can. You can just have anything you want. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of anything, but that shader glass program lets you play literally anything with a CRT filter, because it's just an overlay that goes over the top of your screen. So it like, and it like stays on top. So you could watch like here, fucking, hold on. We want shader glass again. Don't use SNES X. Use RetroArch. I know that there's issues with RetroArch and that the dude who makes it's kind of an asshole and shit, but like, genuinely, you're just gonna have a better time using RetroArch. It is standardized for a reason, unfortunately. It was a tweet. Oh, thanks, IGN. Wow, that's an embarrassing tweet from them, actually. Can you put on Breaking Bad for, you know what? Sure, I sure can. Hold on, I sure can, just for you. Hold on. There you go. Just for you. Hold on, let me get real pixely here for you. There we go.
My daddy and my mommy and my daddy and my mommy. Daddy and my mommy and my... Stop. Yeah. There's some big one in the house. Bitch. Little bitch. I made you my bitch. Jesse. Bitch. Yeah, bitch. Jesse. Bitch.
I'm kind of enamored with how this makes it look, actually. I'm not joking. I'm kind of enamored with how this looks.
I am.
Say my name.
Mr. White.
Goddamn right. Hank. Say my name.
Willy Wonka.
What?
Walter White.
You're goddamn right.
My name is Asac Schrader.
It's Hank.
Asac Schrader.
His name is Hank.
My name is Asac Schrader.
It's time for you to listen to me.
Fuck yourself.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
Just listen to me.
Fuck yourself.
Yeah, I don't know. Something about this is kind of mesmerizing to me.
Puff, 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 puff. Puff, puff, puff. Puff, 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 puff.
Like, hold on. Look at the light bleed here. Like, unironically, look at the light bleed here from the white over to here. That's, oh man. I don't know, man. That's kind of getting to me. I don't know.
You are not the guy. You're not capable of being the guy. I had a guy, but now I don't. You are not the guy. You are not the guy. You're not capable of being the guy. I had a guy, but now I don't. You are not the guy. I had a guy, but now I don't. The guy. I had a guy, but now I don't. The guy.
Man, something about that is I don't know. I like that. That was neat. Is my controller just not working? What's going on? There we go. Hi, Vala. Talking screen CRT? What? God damn it. Is it being weird when you tab out? Yeah, it's like it disables my controller for some reason. We are so distractible. It doesn't help that I don't fucking remember where the dwarves are. I'm 99% sure they're up here, but I can't find them. Well, that's because if I use the filter, it stops you guys from being able to hear the game, and I could fix that, but I'm so lazy. You can't call me a hater, Vivian. You just want to fuck her. You're just a simp. Oh yeah, is the Night Rain DLC any good, chat? I was not excited by the 2 new characters. They did not look that interesting to me. I mean, aside from the new characters, what did it really add? Like, there's new bosses, but I haven't really seen anybody talk about them. She's not an assassin. She's like a support character, which is why I'm bored by her. Night Rain had DLC announced before it was even out, yeah. Maybe if I can see the skins for the new characters, I would be more excited, because I want to see what their DS1 skins are. Have those been uploaded yet? Let me see. Night Rain, Undertaker, skins. Oh, she's just the fucking... That's so boring. Really? That's it? Well, her remembrance is literally not different at all. Hello? There's literally no difference? Am I insane? I'm flashing back between them and I see literally no difference. Like, even less than the others. Anyway, I can't believe they took the Undertaker, the nun, and just made her the fucking... the forgettable, boring fucking Anne Orlando fucking Firekeeper that nobody gives a shit about, or Kieran, the person who has like one line and goes like, I loved him, you killed him. Oh my god, and the scholar just gets the partner guy from fucking the... Man, that's so disappointing. The Xanthus and the... Ugh. You guys couldn't have picked better DS1 characters? Kieran has a cool design. Oh yeah, that's cool. She also has one line, so I forget she exists until she spawns after I kill Artorias. because she's incredibly forgettable and has one line. The Darkness Undertaker looks kind of cool. One more line than Wolf Boy gets? Which Wolf Boy are you referring to? I think these are the dwarves. Yes, here we go. Mount Duergar. Lolly ho. Hey, Gab to where Smith in the smithy he is. I love this, by the way. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the I don't know if you guys have ever seen the dwarves in Final Fantasy. They all say lolly ho, and then watch his sprite. He has a little twirl jump. Look at him. He's so excited. Lolly ho. With the crystal eye, even the blind can see. I hear that dark elf Astos nicked the one belonging to Matoya. That sound? Aye, that's Narek. He's smashing rocks in the back of the cave. Find that when it comes to defense, a good armlet can be every bit as vital as body armor. You should try one oot sometime. Looking for his Levis stone. It's supposed to be the amazing material that makes things float in the air. Might have been some nitro powder in the castle treasure room when they sealed it up. It's also a phase in JoJo Part 3. Is it? I don't remember that. No, the decay spreads. Only I could have some of the legendary metal adamantite to be able to craft such a magical sword. Wait, do I not? Am I not bringing you the crown? I'm like 99% sure I take the crown to the dwarves. Gads, there's a giant rock in my path. I'm so close to opening up my canal too. If only I had a wee bit of nitro powder, I could keep that up in one puff. Am I stupid? Have I forgotten how to play Final Fantasy? Chat, where the fuck do I go? I could have sworn you took the crown to the dwarves. Metro powder in the sealed in the castle's treasure room when they sealed it up. I guess I'll try taking it to fucking... Wait, there's a door there I didn't check. Maybe I go in there. Do you want it? No. Well, I need to get the key so I can get the nitro powder so I can give it to the dwarves so they can blow up the rock, which will open the pass to the rest of the world. I remember every step of this except where to take the crown. Like, I remember literally every single step of this except where the crown goes. Also, have you guys ever seen the, hold on. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers trailer, but it's actually like Shadowbringers itself was like a huge love letter to Final Fantasy 1, specifically Final Fantasy 1, and it has this cool thing. So you know Matoya, the lady in the cave, the mage in the cave who we have to help. Just now you've seen a little bit of Final Fantasy 1 actually. Just pay attention to this trailer. Wasn't it 3? No. Final Fantasy Shadowbringer, or Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers is a massive, massive, massive love letter to Final Fantasy 1 specifically. You literally fight, at the end of the expansion, spoilers, you literally fight the Warrior of Light, who is the design of the Warrior of Light from 1. The, like, guy in purple armor and everything. Like, it is a massive love letter to 1. I also just love this trailer. This expansion is the reason to play Final Fantasy XIV. Do they make a love letter for 2? Yes, actually.
How
yeah, you do go to a
years
place
have
called The
come
First,
and
yeah.
gone since that day. How many years have I waited for this moment?
I love this trailer. God, I get chills watching this trailer. I actually love this trailer so much. I hate that fucker right there. He's a bad
For the
villain,
one that
but
stood alone against the storm.
But now that you've seen a little bit of Final Fantasy 1, I want you to see the references that are in this trailer. this was partially so hype for me because I played Final Fantasy, like I played Final Fantasy 14, right? And then I started getting into Final Fantasy as a series because Final Fantasy 14 is a love letter to a bunch of different games. Like there's a whole raid series in Final Fantasy 14 that's a huge love letter to Final Fantasy 4, or 6, whatever one has Kafka, 6, I think, I don't remember. Anyway, like there's so many different aspects of the game that is just a love letter to other games, including like not even like numbered ones, like there's love letter to Tactics with like an Ivalice raid and stuff. There's a whole, it's just a whole bunch of different parts of the game are love letters to Final Fantasy as a series, and it started getting me hyped for Final Fantasy as a series, right? I was like, damn, maybe this series has some bones actually. Like this game loves itself and the series so much, maybe I should check them out. So I started playing Final Fantasy 1, and then I beat it, and then right as I beat it, this trailer dropped, and I was like, wait, hold on, they're making a love letter to Final Fantasy 1? Wait, hold on. I got like so excited because the game I had just played, like they were making a whole expansion about.
For the one they called. Of light.
So true, Vivian. Also, it's worth noting the phrase Warrior of Light specifically is a Final Fantasy 1 phrase. Like, Warriors of Light is kind of a Final Fantasy trope, but the Warrior of Light is a specific Final Fantasy 1 character. He's also a character in Dissidia as well, the fighting game, where you can play the Warrior of Light, who is supposed to be the representation for Final Fantasy 1. No fight left to fight. No life left to live. Lines that go hard as fuck, by the way. I think of no fight left to fight, no life left to live so often. Also, the whole idea of Shadowbringers is that, like, it's kind of complicated, but it's kind of implied in Final Fantasy XIV that every time a new Final Fantasy game comes out, it is its own self-contained, like, world, its own universe. And this is the natural conclusion of a world where the Warriors of Light happened, where light became so overbearing and so, like, took over everything to the point that it drowned out the darkness, even when darkness needed to exist. Like, you know, light has its purpose, but so does darkness. But light overtook the world to a...
Master Matoya.
Anyway. He called her Matoya.
We may accept this fate, or defy it, but we cannot deny it.
Deny? I am not wont to run from my troubles.
God, it's such a good trailer. Yeah, I was not familiar with Orionger's game by that point. I was like, huh?
Until our friend returns, I will hold the line.
They were a Dark Knight. It's at the end of this. The Canon Warrior of Light is a Dark Knight for Shadowbringers.
Has changed.
Because, you know, Shadowbringer, Dark Knight, they bring the dark. Thancred also becomes an actually, like, good character at this point. Everybody likes Thancred before here, but I'm gonna be honest, Thancred is a terrible character who sucks ass before Shadowbringers.
I promise you.
And in Shadowbringers, he finally becomes an actually good character. Also, having to get over his daddy issues helped him get a personality. Like, not daddy issues where he needed a daddy, daddy issues where he wanted to be a daddy.
This tragedy, greater even than the seventh umbral calamity, must be undone. If history must be unwritten, let it be unwritten.
You'll go back to it when I do. I know you.
Become what you must. Become the warrior of darkness.
How many lesbians have you know who is their exception boy? I almost do, but I view him more like a brother than a kid I want to fuck. But you know, like he's too much of like a little kid brother to me. You know, I can't see him as like some dude I want to have sex with. That's reserved for P. But like no, yeah, Shadowbringers has a really cool thing where the thing with Shadowbringers is that it's implied in the Final Fantasy XIV universe that every single like Final Fantasy game does happen and is like canon, but they happen in their own universe. They happen in their own like their own special like their own special realm. Basically, there's four in the game. There's 14 orbs, and each of the orbs are like a representation of like an entire universe and reality, right? And sometimes things from those orbs leak out into the others, but there's like the first, the second, the third, etc. So in Shadowbringers, you go to the first, which again is implied to be Corneria, like this area, the place that we're in right now. But it's basically implied that the Warriors of Light, the people who I'm playing as right now, they win and they banish darkness, but they actually fully banish darkness. And as light comes in, it becomes overbearing, and like you get these angels that will like kill you if you have any sin. But sin starts to go from just being like, oh, my sin is that I jaywalked today or whatever. Okay, sorry, you've been smited out of existence. All sin is equal because it's all sin and it's all darkness. Therefore, it must all go away. Like it becomes like an overbearing thing where there is no darkness anywhere, and that becomes like a huge problem as these angels start to like ravage the earth and like pillage it of anything that is left. Like all that ends up being left is this crystal tower, which is another thing from Final Fantasy XIV, but is also kind of implied to be in Final Fantasy 1. But there's this crystal tower that is like has like a magic, enough magic to like hold off the angels, and everything else around it is literally just like a actual, honest to God, barren wasteland. It's so fucking good. Like it's genuinely sick. And that like floating city with the literal fat cats who were like eating grapes and stuff is implied to be this city right now, the one that I'm in. That it became so rich and so bountiful after the king, after the light was banished and the Warriors of Light fixed everything, that, you know, it became prosperous until it was a huge thing. It's just so fucking cool, honestly. Like I love it so much. Oh, I think I have to give the crown to the princess here. Now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like I remember that. And she gives me the royal key or something. Well, the problem is everybody lies to you and says that ARR is bad, and then nobody plays through ARR because they're like, oh, I have to play through like 100+ hours of a story that's bad. Oh, even though it's not bad. It's slow and it's not as good as the rest of the stuff, but it is by no means bad. But nobody's going to be excited to be told, yeah, you have to play through hours and hours and hours of like an unfun, bad campaign, you know? Like that's not a way to sell people to play the game. I would replay AR before I'd replay Stormblood. Yeah, same. Okay, no, I guess I don't give the crown to them. I don't even think it has bad pacing. I think Stormblood has bad pacing. And I love Stormblood, but like, holy fuck, it's way too long. It takes way too long to do a bunch of shit. It's bad. King of the Western Keep? Yeah, I also can't afford an MMO subscription, which is partially why I'm not doing it. Where the fuck is the Western Keep? In the west, I'd imagine? So, like, do you want me to fuck your face now, or...? I mean, you can just talk to the dancer. She tells you where to go. I just don't know where the Western Keep is. I saw this fucking tweet the other day that I cannot get out of my head that's kind of pissing me off. And it was like... how do I explain it? Somebody was like, imagine a guy who says he's really into cinema and really loves movies and talks about how much he loves movies all the time as their Letterboxd account where he posts about movies all the time, and you find out that all he ever does is rewatch Heat 2011 over and over and over again. And like, Heat's a really good movie, but it's weird that he'd say he's really into movies and then only ever watch Heat over and over and over again. This post is about tabletop RPGs. Like, fuck off. Fuck off, actually. That's not comparable in the slightest. You made a bad analogy because your salty people won't play Pathfinder. Cry about it. I would have so much more respect for people who play Pathfinder, and like, I'm even gonna play a Pathfinder game, but I would have so much more respect for people who play Pathfinder and shit like that if they didn't take every opportunity to go, oh, but D&D's bad. Everybody fucking plays D&D and it's bad. Shut up, man. No shit. Nobody thinks D&D is the best shit ever. It's just easy to play. That's why everybody play it. People don't engage with movies the same way they do TTRPGs. That's what I'm saying. It's like a totally like non sequitur ass fucking thing. Like, it makes no sense. A better version of that analogy is like person who only ever watches like one genre and then says they really like movies. But even then, that's still not the same. Also, frankly, like, you don't have to sit down and learn how a movie works. You know what I mean? At no point do you have to like sit down and go like, oh, I have to like spend a bunch of time learning the rules of this movie and how to engage with this movie and shit like that. Like, you have to do that for literally any tabletop RPG. And frankly, like, tabletop games in general, like board games and tabletop games in general, they just ask a lot of you in terms of like having to learn how they work and stuff. And I totally get why people are not like fucking jumping out their seat to play them. You know, I love Knockout City. I fucking love Knockout City. I play it all the time with you guys. I love that game, right? Did you know it has a tabletop RPG that I will never play? Because I don't see a point to. Like, why? Why would I? Maybe not RPG, but it has like a tabletop game, rather. Like, why would I? I mean, I'm using those reference points for you guys. I know there are other like TTRPGs that exist. I just don't care to play them because why would I? Yeah, man, I'm really gonna go play fucking like Fatal. Like, no, I just don't. Like, I'm gonna play the one that's easy and has the least amount of friction, so that I can actually get people. Like, it's already hard enough to get like more than like it's already hard enough to get a bunch of adults to say, okay, we're gonna dedicate 3 hours a week to sitting around and imagining things together. That's already hard enough to do. Why am I gonna be like, oh, also you have to go learn a whole new system? Bunch of extra busy work. I just think it's such a disingenuous premise to be like, oh, like, I don't know. Every time I see people complain about people playing D&D, they always have such a disingenuous premise about it that it makes me mad. Nintendo session running Planet Fist recently, and it's based on Powered by the Apocalypse. I think it's super easy to skim the rules for about 30 minutes, maybe an hour of setting, explanation, character creation, and such. Okay, but you had an hour and 30 minutes of setup before you could play the game. Like, I need you to understand that's too much to ask for your like average normie. Like, genuinely, that's too much to ask. If they can't understand it in like 15 minutes, they're not gonna play it. I would know. I have tried to set this up so many times. I have found some of the easiest possible games to get into with some of the easiest rules, and people still wouldn't play them. I don't think there's anything wrong with exploring outside of the paradigm of D&D. I think that's and Pathfinder. I think that's a good thing. Like, don't get me wrong. I think that's a good thing. I think it's a good thing to explore outside of just the norm of those things. But what I don't like is when people act like D&D and like World of Darkness again. I know, I'm aware of World of Darkness. I'm not asking for recommendations on things to play. I'm saying I don't like when people who are really into Pathfinder do like or anything outside of D&D, whether it's World of Darkness or Pathfinder or whatever, right? Whenever somebody is really into a tabletop RPG that isn't D&D, they get really indignant and bitchy about the idea that anybody plays D&D. And they get like all fucking snooty about it. Oh, like, oh, I'm better than you because I'm playing fucking Pathfinder or whatever. And it pisses me off. You're not helping your case for getting people into playing your tabletop RPG to be like, oh, you're playing the baby kitty bitch made game, D&D? Oh, I guess you're a fucking idiot piece of shit asshole. Like, it's so fucking aggravating and annoying, and it doesn't help your argument or your desires here in the slightest. You're just being a little cunt. Is this the Western Keep? But there's nobody here to give the crown to. Oh. Okay. I don't remember this at all. What are you laughing at? Wahaha. Fools fell right into my trap. I am Astos, king of the Dark Elves. Fuck! With the combined power of the crown, you now... Hold on, wait, chat? Hold on, sorry, hold on, chat. Story is happening, pay attention. Story is happening, chat. Story is happening, pay attention. Pay attention, chat. Story is happening, okay? Pay attention. With the combined power of the crown you now hold and the crystal eye I already possess, I will become the true elf king. It is useless to resist me. I can take what is mine by sheer force. Oh shit, that's kind of a fucked up design. That's not what I remember him looking like. What substantial story? Yeah, I know, right? Twink pre-obliterated? Yeah. Damn, somebody already got to this twink. Let's put protect on me, actually. What are you weak to? Are you weak to fire? Let's see. Okay, rude. $55. What about thunder? $52. All right, fire was a little bit more, but I think you're equally weak to both. Increase my own evasion. Let's try sleep on you. I want to see if it'll work. Miss. No. I don't think it'll work. It's fine. We'll do fire. Ow. RPGs are legitimately my favorite genre. Like it's like honestly not even close. That's why I wish I could play them on stream, but I always have just felt like there's so many problems with playing them on stream. They're long, people get fatigued watching the same game. It's this, like, I'm having to think really hard about how I'm playing this, but you're just seeing me menu through stuff and press buttons, and that's not like that exciting. Like, I have to think, but is that exciting for you to watch? Like, I don't know. Also, there's so much downtime with grinding and stuff like that, but I'm already on a downward swing anyway on Twitch, so it doesn't matter. I can do whatever I want. There are no consequences for my actions. Although, Tappy's thingies together, chat, I do need you to give more money than you have been. I'm getting $80 this month from Streamloots. Not to just directly ask, but I'm poor and having to support two people. We got him. Now we go take the crystal eye to Matoya. Although I did get a good bit of donations this year, or this month, or last month, whatever. So it helps a little bit, but things are difficult, unfortunately. Shit. I just realized he's gonna do fire and she's gonna heal the whole party. You need to invest some time into finding a whale? Yeah. I don't think RPGs are as much stream anathema as people think. So nature makes good passive in and out viewing. Yeah, but like, I don't know. But the reason I want to stream RPGs is because RPGs often have some of the best and most dense stories video games like ever have. Like, if you're here to experience like a story, an RPG is genuinely like is going to be your favorite genre, because like they have so much story to tell most of the time, and like it's so like you experience like such like well-crafted stories. But like if you're in and out viewing, you're not really paying attention to the story. RPGs like Disco Elysium are hard to follow by just occasionally dropping in. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure we'll find a rhythm because I'm going to be playing RPGs. Not exclusively, but I want to play them, so I'm going to play them. I get into a story best when I'm experiencing it with chat, because then I feel like I'm sharing cool moments with you. Like, I feel like we get to like have the highs and lows and the gasp and the you know, the and shit like that, like together, you know? Not to be all sappy about it, but I experience stuff best when I'm experiencing it with chat. He motivates the Sahagin chief, fish pussy. He wants to fucking, what is it called when fish like sperm all over eggs? They like shoot their sperm all over eggs. There's like a name for it. It's like, I want to say it's something with an E. When do we fight the Herald of Darkness? Spawn, yeah, he wants to spawn all over those eggs. Thank you. Lillian, where did you get a true emote? Did you add that? When did you add a true emote? Oh, fuck. That reminds me. Chat, I have a new emote for you. Hold on, I'm adding it right now. I have a new emote for you. I asked Marcy to make it specifically for me because I thought it would be useful for you guys. I'm giving you a new PvP emote. Marcy didn't draw it. Marcy got it for me, but I'm giving you a new PvP emote, chat. PvP, sorry, I'm giving you a PVS emote, or a CVS emote, chat versus streamer. I'm giving you an emote specifically to use against me. It's PvP to me specifically. This wasn't enough? No, you're getting another one. Alright, it should be uploaded now, or it will be uploaded soon. I have added an emote called Kyria T Your Opinion. I asked, here, I'll show it on stream. I asked Marcy to go get an emote of the guy from or the dude from The Big Lebowski, where like, because he has that line where he goes, yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man, right? And whenever chat is arguing with me, and like, I'm indignant about it, and chat doesn't like, you know, we're having a fundamental disagreement. You now get to use Kyrie T Your Opinion. This is not him when he says it, but I figured this like smug ass like shitty grin or whatever, or shitty like look, would be good for you. So it should be uploaded now. You should be able to use it. Kyrie T Your Opinion. You now get to use this to dismiss my arguments, and I'm sure I will not regret adding this. There you go. In all seriousness, don't be too annoying with it, but there you go. Perry, you're not subscribed. Kyria has given us the ability to do crimes, yeah. Kyria, how do you feel? Oh, I took my glasses off to clean them. How do you feel about the Infinity Engine RPGs like Baldur's Gate and Neverwinter Nights? I love them. I want to stream them. I really want to stream Neverwinter Nights 1 and 2. And Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, but... I love CRPGs. Like, my two favorite types of games are JRPGs and CRPGs. Thank you, Vivian, for the gift sub. Interest in streaming Road Crater? That's the 40k one, right? Yes, that's the Owlcat 40k one? Yes. also really want to stream the Cyberpunk one, Shadowrun, whatever, that one. Basically every art, like, here, hold on. Let me just tell you a bunch of games I want to stream, chat. Is Hannah here? I need Hannah to start making a list. All right, here's a bunch of games I want to stream for you, chat, that are RPGs. Arcanum, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, Broken Roads, Atom RPG, where is Fallout 1 and 2, Neverwinter Nights, Pathfinder Kingmaker, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire, Planescape Torment, Shadow Gambit, The Cursed Crew, Shadowrun Dragonfall, Shadowrun Hong Kong, Shadowrun Returns, the Thaumaturge, which one is one that I don't think many people have heard of, but looked kind of cool. Torment, Tides of Numenera, Tyranny, Rogue Trader, Wasteland, Wasteland 2, Wasteland 3. And that's just the CRPGs from my Steam. Like that's just a bunch of the CRPGs I want to stream. I would not do a low int run, no. Is Arcanum, hold on, is Arcanum the one I'm thinking of? I think it is. Yeah, I was just watching a video on Arcanum the other day, actually. Yeah, I really want to stream Arcanum. Like, really badly. Makes you just cutting some of those just because, like, they don't hold up super well. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't mind. Even if they don't hold up. It's more about just hanging out and getting to experience the story with you guys. Matoya! Frontwards, backwards. Anyway, you see, such a strange spell. The swish, swish, swirry. Played a lot of that list? No, that's very fair, and I appreciate you letting me know, because I'm sure a bunch of them don't hold up, but... Oh, what's this? My crystal eye? Give it here. Don't worry, I have something to give you in exchange. Take this potion. It's the most amazing potion in my entire collection. Hell yeah. And then now I can take that to the Elf King to wake him up. Hold on, let me show you guys something I have. So I don't know if I've shown you guys this on stream. On Dan, I have a bunch of different stuff, like my server, Dan. I have a bunch of different stuff, including this, ROM-M, which is my emulation library. It doesn't have everything I have yet. I have all of my ripped ROMs on here that I own legally, all of them. And this is just a way, I have them on here just for storage, but this is just a way to like view them. It's actually really cool because it lets you play them on here too. Like I could just hit this play button on like Ape Escape and just be playing Ape Escape in my browser, which is pretty cool. I think it'll work anyway. Let me see. No, I don't have the BIOS, but whatever. But normally it would work. Like I could do it for a Game Boy Advance game. I know that. Here. See, like I'm just playing that now in my browser. Isn't that cool? Neat little thing. But anyway, my library is on here, and I can show you. There's a bunch of PS1 RPGs I also want to play for you guys. Legacy of Kain is one I want to play. I've heard Breath of Fire 4 is really good, so I would love to play that for you guys. Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross I really want to play for you guys. I want to play the Clock Tower games, but those are not RPGs. Crusaders of Might and Magic might not hold up, but I do want to play that. I'm looking specifically at RPGs. I want to play a lot of these things on this list for you guys, like Clock Tower, Dino Crisis, stuff like that. But let's see. Final Fantasy 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, or 6, 7, 8, and 9, and Tactics. I want to play literally all of these for you guys. I don't know if I'll play the PS1 version specifically. Like, obviously, I'm playing the Pixel Remaster of 1. Probably do the Pixel Remasters, and then maybe the PS1 version of some of the others. I don't know. But, Grandia, I think would be fun to play with you guys. Jade Cocoon, I really, really want to play with you guys. I don't know if anybody knows about this game. It's a weird like Pokemon style game where you, it has Studio Ghibli art for some reason. But I think that would be really fun to play with you guys. Kodelka is a game, it's an RPG it's a horror RPG that I'm definitely gonna play for you guys. Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver, I want to play with you guys. Legend of Dragoon, I really want to play with you guys. I kind of want to do Lunar with you guys, but I want to do Lunar Remastered because you can like speed it up and stuff. Legends of, so this is one of the ones I got recently. Legends of Logia. I don't know if you guys know this one. You probably don't. Like I've been getting into stuff that's so obscure and so retro that it doesn't even have like retro achievement like categories or like not categories but sets. Like nobody has made anything for them. For example, hold on, let me show you something. So I was on retro achievements today and I was looking at a bunch of these games that I got because I was looking for obscure games, and one of these games is so obscure. This one, Monster Seed, which is another one I got. This game is so obscure that there are 11 people on the entirety of this website who have asked for achievements for this game. I'm one of those 11. It was 10 before I put in my request. Three people in all of December have played it. Like it's not a well-known game. But anyway, Legends of Legia is really cool. Or Legaia? No, sorry, it's Legends of Legaia. That's how you say it. Hold on, let me show you something from it. It's got a really cool thing. So it's got a really cool thing. Let me see if I can get to some combat. Where's some combat? Okay, so here we go. Here's how combat works. Legacy of Legaia is a turn-based RPG fighting game. And you might be wondering what the fuck that means. So when you attack, you can do it, you can just do an auto and it'll do it for you, but you can input a command, and I'm hoping they do. Fuck, they just did auto. So when you input a command, hold on, let me see if I can show you. Because this is a video I found it from. Here we go. Let me see if I can find a thing for it. I think it was in this. Shit, was it not in this one? No, it was in a different one. Hold on. History. Let me go back to where I first saw this. Here we go. Must have been in here. Yeah, okay, it was. So this guy is like an AI voice. I don't know. I just found this video. Who cares? But so, okay, here's how it works. When you hit an attack, when you hit to attack and combo, I don't care about exposing my history. When you hit attack and you don't do auto, you get the option to do high, low, arms, or whatever Ross Searle is, whatever. But basically, you put these in this bar, so you can do like arms, high, low, arms, right? You can do like 4 things in this bar or whatever, and then you execute that combo like a fighting game string. Like, this is punching with your arms. This is a high kick. This is a low kick. I think this is magic. So, like, and depending on what, if you do like a combo, like a motion input, basically, like if you do like so let's say high, arms, low is a combo, like it would be in a fighting game, like that's like the same as like a quarter circle forward or whatever, right? If you do a combo, then you'll do like a special action because it's a fighting game. Like it's a turn-based fighting game. See, like he just did an art because he's doing he did a combo. So he did hyper elbow there. It's ridiculous. It's a turn-based fighting game. Like that's so fucking cool. I really want to play it. It's such a fucking unique. It's such a unique way of doing shit that I really, really want to play it. But yeah, so Legends of Legaia, that's one I really want to play for you guys. Oh yeah, Mega Man, not Mega Man X, but Mega Man Legend, is that the one that, yeah, this one. I want to play Mega Man Legends for you guys. That one looks cute. Apparently all fighting games are turn-based. No, they're not. That's not how that works. I do want to play Saga Frontier for you guys, both of those games. I want to play the Saga series for you guys. I want to play this game, Sayuki Journey West, which is a anime retelling of Journey to the West and a tactics RPG. Like it's like Journey to the West, but as an anime in like a tactics RPG. It seems really cool. I really want to play it with you guys. I want to play this game for you guys, Mizerna Falls, which is basically Twin Peaks. It's kind of Deadly Premonition before Deadly Premonition existed. I really want to play Persona 1 and 2 for you guys, even though I'm not sure about that because I'm pretty sure either Persona 1 or Persona 2 has Hitler as the main bad guy, and I'm not sure about that. Not sure about playing that on stream anyway, but I really want to play Vagrant Story for you guys. That one would be fun. And then I want to play this. I want to play Wild Arms and Vandal Hearts for you guys as well, and Xenogears. This is all just the PS1, by the way. There's even more RPGs I want to play for you guys. And I'm setting myself up for literally like thousands with an S hours of gameplay with all of these, but... Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, yeah. Anyway. There's a lot of games I want to play for you guys, like a lot, so... Don't play Dragon Quest 7, it's too long. I want to play all of the Dragon Quest games on stream. Like I said, we're not only going to do RPGs. We will take breaks between them, but like, and even while we're playing them, we'll take breaks. But I really want to play a lot of RPGs. There's so many. It's literally my favorite genre, and I want to play them. Like I said, we'll fall into a rhythm with it, I think. Either you'll like what I do and you'll stick around, or you won't like what I do and you won't, and you hate me and you'll tell me to kill myself. But, you know, either way, you're making a choice that determines the fate of my life. Also, I did get the very first ever mystery dungeon game, Torneko. I mean, obviously, the thing is, as well, as you can see while I'm playing Final Fantasy 1, there's going to be a lot of alt-tabbing and getting distracted during RPGs. It's just going to happen. Like, sorry. You're just going to have to accept that it's going to happen. What are you thinking about panty and stocking? Don't ever say those words to me ever again. I'm kidding. I love penny and stocking. You know that. I know that's why you asked, but still, I love penny and stocking. See, you say it's 150 hours without side content. You say that, right? And like, you say that and I go, oh, my brain wants to feast on that. I just want to dig into that like a big juicy steak. What the hell, Moonlily? What are you giving out subs for? Thank you. I appreciate it. 10 whole gift subs, what the fuck? That's really sweet of you, thank you. Hello, King. Wake up. Get up, King. Get your dick out. Jolt tonic. Maybe just what we need to break the curse and awaken the prince. I will try it at once. Your Highness? Your Highness! Holy shit, wake up, King! Untuck King. I was having a terrible nightmare. Am I still dreaming? You're the legendary warrior. Something tells me I'm not dreaming. I shall heed the legend as it was told to me and my forefathers. Time for me to pass on the mystic key to its rightful owners has come at last. I could use some Jolt tonics in mornings too, yeah. Where the fuck? There we go. Wait, what did he give me? I wasn't even paying attention. Did he give me a key item? Just a key. Yes. Yes, he did. Okay, and now I can go to the... Now I can go to the city, to Conaria, and get the blasting powder and take it to the dwarves. I can't believe 10 gift subs put us at a level 3 hype train. That's really sweet of you, Minlily. Thank you. Okay, hi, Sahagins. Hello, all the Sahagins that have ever been made. I'm just gonna Thundara all of you. Goodbye. Aww, you're sweet, Moonlily. Well, I appreciate it immensely, thank you. Alright, Castle Cornelia, I'm here to steal yo shit. My shit now. I don't remember which door is locked. Not this one. I believe it's back here. Yeah, here we go. Saber, cottage, mithril knife, tent, iron armor, blasting powder, nitro powder, whatever. Fuck monarchy, it's true. Yeah, now we just gotta go take the blasting powder to the dwarves. I really just forgot what to do with the crown. After that, I know literally everything to do. Or at least most of it. Hype chest, what's in it? Love, love, love emotes. Well, that is how I feel about Moonlily, so that's accurate. Who wants the blasting powder? I believe it was the guy down here. Also, I should be able to open these now. Open some of these, anyway. We do love the Moon Lily. Yeah, you want the blasting powder, but I should be able to open this now? Yeah. Worm killer. Ether. Ether! Ethereal mail. Great helm. Tent. Okay. I should start equipping people. Optimal. 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 Okay. Nitro powder. The explosive force in this powder will have me canal open in no time flat. I owe you, Barnes. Lolly ho. There we go. Now we can blast this rock to smithereens. What are you standing around for? Blasting powder set to blue. Unless you plan on going with it, you biscuit out while you still can. Using optimal instead of equipping them yourself? I mean, it's Final Fantasy 1. Everything's a linear stat upgrade. Oh no! Imminent geological disaster. Oh well. I actually should see if the Worm Killer is better than the Saber. I actually don't know. Yay! We ruined a local ecosystem! Yay! Cannot wait to see what lies out there beyond that canal. Is the Saber better? No, not at all. Yeah, accuracy 19, attack 19, accuracy 15, attack 13, accuracy 5. No, the Worm Killer's way better. Are the dwarves Canadian now? I mean, that's just what they are. So you don't want any weapons. You don't want any shields. I don't think I have anything for you. Yeah, no. This is what Teddy Roosevelt did with Panama, paid the fantasy dwarves to blow up Panama? Yeah. I was there. I can say for sure. Yeah, he did. Anyway, chat, it's finally time. After all this time, after all this fucking fetch questing of a crown and then an eye and then nitro powder and everything else, chat, it's finally time. Are you ready? This is where the real game begins. This is where the real Dark Souls begins. Oh my god, can you just let me out? This is where your fantasy? Psh, yeah, it's about to get final. That's right, chat, it's time. It's time. Oh my fucking god, are you kidding me? Just let me out. That's right. Whoa, we did it! We're outside of the fucking area now. Now we can actually just go to the rest of the world. Or anywhere we want, really. Like, we now have full access to the whole map. I do wish that the music would change and it would make a bigger deal about getting access to the whole map. Do you think this Sahagan jerks it to Terraria zoologist porn? No, but I think you do. I think you find porn of her being like a musty, sweaty dog girl and you fucking jerk your little ween to it. You shoot your little cum loads to it. Ooh, I look just like Buddy Holly. Uh-oh, and you're Mary Tyler Moore. Sorry, I said Ween, and that made me think of Weezer, even though those are different bands. Hi, Melmond. Restore the crystals to grace. The Empire attacked, destroying our church and leaving our city in shambles. Is there nothing we can do to stop the ruination of the Earth? If the Earth crystal regains its glow, life will return to the Earth. The hills and valleys will again be green. Stop by my father's shop, okay? Sure, lady. I'm just a farmer. Yeah, man. In the cave in the southern tip of this continent lives a man named Sada. He is a wise man who knows much. Watts is my name. Come here all the way from Duragar to find out the spring heat of the Earth's decay. Heard about the ancients possess something with the power to make ships float in the sky. Long ago, a prosperous civilization thrived in the Northland. Now it's fallen into ruin. Junior saw Weezer live the other day. First of all, why were there no pictures posted or anything in my server? Maybe there were and I just wasn't paying attention. Secondly, Weezer still does live concerts? What the fuck? Iraga is really good. Teleport is really good. Slowra is also really good. What? Level 5 magic? Why can't he learn it? They still release music? They still release music? Could have fooled me. I'm not joking. You could tell me everybody in Weezer died and I'd believe you. I haven't heard anybody say a goddamn thing about Weezer. How is that better than the Worm? Sure, man, whatever. How is that better than the Worm Killer? Sure, I guess. You don't sell anything else that would be good? Okay. Turn the radio any frequency, Weezer has died. Any frequency is great. Yeah, I know they released the Africa cover, but I thought that was like I thought part of the reason that everybody was talking about that was because that was like a rare get-together. Like a reunion thing, you know? Like, holy fuck, Weezer got back together to do this thing. Like, that was my understanding. Obviously, I was wrong, but I'm just saying. I fully believe you, and it makes sense. I don't know. I just assumed. Which, as we're seeing in real time, has made an ass out of me. Can nobody equip this mithril mail? Oh, it's just worse. Goodbye, Worm Killer. You're not worth keeping. There we go. Silver armlet on you. Good night, Joey. I'm only gonna be live for like 20 more minutes, so don't worry. You're not missing much. Saturdays, if I wake up late like this, are unfortunately short stream days. I have to stream at like 1 p.m. or like noon on Saturday to get a full stream in, since I can't use the internet after 6. What? What are you confused about? Wine tasting? Alright, adult. That mean when he's internet after 6? I mean, that's when Peach does her movie things, and I'm not gonna make her movie stream lag and be shitty because I'm streaming. Like, I have to consider the fact that another streamer lives here now. No. No, I'm just being a good person. Like, I could keep streaming, but it'll just make her experience worse, and honestly, I will drop a little bit of frames too, so like, there's just no point. You shall not pass. Alright, bitch. Who the fuck is that? I have no clue. A rock golem? A rock lobster? You get it, like Peter Griffin? Iraq lobster Family Guy funny moment. Or moments. Are you okay? Do you need, like, help? Do you need me to call somebody for you? Do you guys remember Freedom Fries? I feel like we've talked about them so much on stream, actually. I feel like they've come up an inordinate amount. Hello. Oh my god, hi Hill Gigas. Gary Gygax? Wow, Glitz almost fucking died. Many such cases, frankly, that Bin Laden had destroyed America. Many such cases. Okay, I guess these guys are just always this fight. I want to take these fucking guys out instantly. I bet these guys fucking hate thunder. They really were arch rivals, weren't they? That was some like yaoi shit going on between Bin Laden push. What the fuck am I saying? Yeah, I wish shit was Bush and Saddam. God, you're actually it's so real. You're so correct. And your tits are so big. And you're so hot. I'm gassing you up, is it working? Wait, get her another Joseph the streamer juice. It's starting to wake up. These are all correct? Hell yeah, that's what I like to hear, Hannah. Can't say my tits are small anymore, it sucks. I don't think it sucks, because now you have big bimbo tits. Speaking of sucking tits, so true. Where am I going? Do I want to go down here? Sure, there's a door down there. Beef are beautiful, frankly. Monsters. Well, they say a potion out of it. Man, I don't really know why they made this pixel remaster and then didn't include the bonus content from Dawn of Souls. I'm really mad about that. I was hoping that maybe people were wrong and that they did include the bonus content, but they didn't, because after you break the in Dawn of Souls and the PSP one and everything else, after you break the seal for the dwarves, they're like, holy shit, look, there's a bonus dungeon and it's insanely hard and shit. But like, it's cool that it's there and it's fun, but like, it's just not in here for some reason. They didn't do it. They didn't just not do some. They didn't do any. There is no bonus content in any of the pixel remasters. They're weirdly like the pixel remasters are weirdly trying to be as faithful as possible to the originals in terms of like content and stuff, but that just doesn't make sense to me because like they're just like, it's just, I don't know, it's bizarre. Like, why are you trying to be faithful? You're already like not a faithful game to begin with, which is fine. Frankly, you don't need to be faithful to Final Fantasy 1. Final Fantasy 1 on the NES and MSX were bad games. I mean, the bonus dungeons were really hard, but it was just, it's cool that they're there anyway. It's an optional challenge. The fact that the wisdom stat is just not programmed will forever be one of the funniest things that's ever happened in a video game. That's what I'm saying. They could just be the complete definitive versions that have everything, but instead they were like weirdly like, no, they have to be they have to be like perfect versions that are exactly like the original, which is definitely what people asked for from a Final Fantasy remake. And they're not even like the originals. They include items like Ether, which were not in the original, that lets you restore uses of your spells. Like, I don't get it. I don't know about the DS versions. Final Fantasy 1 and 2 got GBA versions, but I mean, they were pretty faithful to the Wonder Swan version. The thing is, the Wonder Swan version basically took over. The Wonder Swan version of Final Fantasy basically took over the idea of like what Final Fantasy is. Because like Final Fantasy 1 NES and MSX does not look anything like the Wonder Swan version, and every other release of like re-release of Final Fantasy 1 looks like the Wonder Swan version. And again, this is also not faithful because you just have a map that you can bring up of dungeons. Yeah, 1 and 2 were GBA, 3 and 4 came out on the DS. I never thought about that actually. Yeah, they were just slowly remaking the games on those handhelds, huh? Well, anybody complaining about the changes to 3 is insane because 3 Remake is on the DS is one of the only ways to even play the game. But like, this is weird because like this dungeon is supposed to be a maze, right? Like, look at all these dead ends. Look at all these dead ends that go nowhere. The point is that this is supposed to be a maze, but it's not. Like, I can just go wherever I want. Three is like a weird child that everybody hates. I don't really get it. Aside from the Pixel Remaster and the 3D Remake, 3 is like the only, like, if you look at the Final Fantasy games, right? Every game has been re-released like multiple times except for 3, which was like had its original release, then nothing for 20 years, then the 3D Remake, then nothing for 10 years, then the Pixel Remaster, and that's it. It's so fucking weird. Yeah, the Wonder Swan was a Japan-only handheld. It was really cool. It was basically like a GBA before GBA existed. It had similar processing power. It didn't sell well, in part because nobody made games for it and because it had a weird control scheme, but genuinely, it was significantly ahead of its time. Like, it had visuals on par with the GBA when, like, the GBA wouldn't come out for another, like, 10 years. It didn't sell well enough to go to the US, though. And it was considered a failure by Bandai. Why are both D-pads on the left? Because you can hold, the idea was that you could hold it either vertically like a Game Boy, or you could hold it horizontally, or you could hold it horizontally like a Game Boy, or vertically for like shooters and stuff. So you could hold it either way. Forgot about the rapid fire fucking poison. I thought it didn't come to the US because it was considered a failure by Bandai. It sucks because I would love to emulate and play some Wonder Swan games, but almost all of them are in Japanese and almost none of them have been translated. At least from when I last looked, which admittedly has been a while. Damage down, accuracy up. No, that's fine. I'm not missing that often. There's some cool homebrew Wonder Swan games. Yeah, I would love to jam nails into my penis. I apologize, but you will not get me to ever respect homebrew video games. Homebrew software is cool. Homebrew video games are almost universally bad. Which sucks. I wish they weren't, but... Well, to be fair, they didn't respond well to the GBA because the Wonder Swan basically was a GBA. It had, like, similar stuff. Like, similar, like, performance and visuals. Every homebrew game is called like Balls Rollers DS that looks and controls like ass. Yeah. Not even the homebrew games are just indie games that got backported. I wouldn't say those are homebrew games though. We're talking like stuff that was designed exclusively and specifically for that console and run, you know, as a homebrew thing. I mean, homebrew games are cute, but most of them are really bad. I think it's bad to make them, it's just bad to play them. That's what I'm saying. They're not bad to be, it's not like a bad thing that people make them. It's just that they're never good to like they're never enjoyable to play. Why is this guy, I'm sorry, did you guys see the sprite for that troll? He was having a really bad day. He wasn't even like fighting us. He was just holding his head and screaming. He was just fucking holding his head like, oh no, fuck. I gotta deal with these guys now too, fuck. Like, did you see, I kind of want to encounter another one. That was great. Holy shit, Firaga. Okay, calm down. He literally looked like I just walked in on him, like actually about to kill himself, like actually about to eat the bullet. I want to see if I can encounter another one. God damn it, just Ogre Chiefs. Wait, hold on. There's like a bestiary, right? Yeah, there is. Hold on. And quick save. I don't know how quick save works. Hopefully that's fine. Load, autosave, quick save. Okay. I don't know if I leave if that counts as a save though. I'm scared. Hold on. Save. There we go. Hold on. I need to stop anyway. It's time for me to stop, but I need to go find that guy. Oh, here, no, bestiary. Here it is. Where's Troll? What the fuck? I literally feel like I just walked in on him about to really do it this time. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh fuck, no, fuck. Oh, my fucking girlfriend just left me and my fucking food's all rotted and I left the fucking oven on and my fucking mom just called me and said it was a disappointment and now I gotta fucking deal with you pieces of shit. Fuck. Oh man, that's funny. That's funny. Poor fucking guy. It's not just me, right? Like I'm not just projecting, right? He really looks like he's really gonna do it this time, right? Like that's the face he's making, is like, this time I'm really gonna do it. Like it's not just like a little sad, it's this time I'm really gonna do it. Anyway, I'm gonna give it to Maya, who's apparently live and doing streamer award stuff. I don't know. But anyway, good night, goodbye, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow for Baldur's Gate 3. Bye bye.
Oh. Did I scare you? Thank you for watching, and especially a big thank you to everybody in today's credits for their support on the stream. I hope to see you again soon. Bye!